Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. I apologize. I was supposed to go live about I was thinking 8:30. I wasn't even gonna go live, but then I was like, let me go live. And I'm here now. I was on a call, like a 2-3 hour call. Yeah, this is regarding work. So, but yeah, there's a lot going on work wise. So I had to deal with that and then deal with this at the house. Okay, so I'm here and I'm excited to be here with you guys. So I might be here for like about, who knows, an hour or two. I don't know. Let's see what's up. If you guys resonate with the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want personal readings, go to jocelynlove84@gmail.com. Cash App, PayPal in the description box below. Click on more. You know I love you. Your girl loves you. Your girl loves you. Okay. I got my this is cranberry juice. Don't y'all think this is wine. This is my little cranberry, but I mix it with some water to give me my I don't know. I just been craving cranberry juice. But you know the weather out there. I was feeling sick last week, so and hey, Level Up Dojo, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So yeah, let's get started. I don't know. Today I'm feeling like I want to do like an hour, 2 hour video. So I think I'm gonna do like a 6-sign forecast for the month of the first week of February. We're already like midweek, well, Monday. Yeah, we could do like do I want to do air, fire, water? What kind of signs do I want to work on today? Let's see. Do I have a die? I had a die, but I don't know where it's at. And I have not looked through my box, my treasure box for my dies. So let me see if it's in here. I don't think it is, but if it is, we found it. I'm going to get a die just to see what color I want to get. What color? Nah, I don't have dice. So, fix that over here. All right, so let's do that. Let's, sorry, y'all. Fix it real quick. All right. What I'm gonna have to do is just, I guess, ask. Let's ask. Should we do air, water, fire? What do you guys want to do? Air, water, fire. Air, water, fire. Air, water, fire. Air, water, fire. Air, water, fire, earth. We're gonna go with fire. Fire may need to hear this. All right, we're gonna do all the fire signs. Hello, welcome. It's good to see y'all. So we're gonna do fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? If I'm up in the mood for another sign, we'll do another element, okay? We are gonna do them individually though. Nice. Hey, hello everybody. It's good to see ya. It's good to see ya. It's good to see everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing well on this cold night. Let's see. I'm trying to get my my timestamp. We're gonna do it. Let's do it. Fire. Fire. You smell like fish. No, you smell like fish. Your mama smell like fish. Yeah. My pH balance is good. Don't worry. All right, let's do Aries. Let me stop before I go off. And I'm in a playful mood today, so I will put you on blast today. All right, we're going to start at the 5-minute mark. I swear, I'm not a degenerate. It's just sometimes I like to talk shit to people who talk shit to me. It's funny. I took a shower today, actually. My toast was stolen. I can't eat it. Oh, that's fucked up. So first of all, that's the problem, because you were too busy taking a shower. They stole your fucking toast. That's your problem. That's your fucking problem. She said, I'm so sorry. Don't apologize. Y'all like to play. We play back. Don't worry. And this is not wine. This is cranberry juice. Trust me, I like my rosé. Okay. If I had some rosé, I would be drinking it right now. All right. All right, y'all. Let's see. Aries. I took a shower this morning, actually. So they stole your fucking toast in the morning? Or when they steal this toast? What time? 9:06? 9:06? I thought it was burritos. He said he thought it was burritos. All right. So you're saying you smell like burritos? Who's the one that made the fish comment? Was that you? He said, I thought I smelled like burritos. Hell no. All right. All right, should we get started, y'all? What do y'all think? You guys decide. We can play around for a little bit, talk shit to each other. We can actually get started with the messages. Either way, I'm going to talk shit to y'all during the messages too. That's just how it works. I'm in a playful mood today. All right. So it's a good reading for y'all, and I'll tell y'all why. I feel like there was a balance. There's a shift or a balance within the last 48 hours for y'all. I'm getting somebody here this last week was not understanding. At first, you might have not understood that there was like some part of us that there's separation, right? And when I say separation, I'm talking about there's parts of yourself that have certain needs. And there's the other parts of self don't align with those needs. Do you see what I'm saying? So have you ever, let's say, wanted two things at the same time? For example, let's talk about food, because you guys wanted food. We're talking about food. Let's say one day you want toast, right, for breakfast, but then at the same time you also want burritos for breakfast. You could have both, right? But it would be cost effective to choose one, right? It would, and you would be full off of the one option. One option may, let's say it's a salad. One option may be healthier for you in the long run than the other one, although the burrito might taste better, right? So that's my point here. I feel like for some of you guys were making decisions that were something that you wanted. So you could have told yourself you didn't want this, but there was a part of you that did. And I feel like that other part of you might have felt resentful because not every single part of you was in agreement with pursuing certain things that you wanted, whether that's short-term pleasures, whether that's whatever that looks like, addictions, fun, dating, a certain type of job that brought in a lot of money, it's stuff like that. Things that you like. Going out and like maybe doing things you're not supposed to be doing, right? Or just maybe wanting to be around people that were not good for you. And these are just examples that I'm using, okay? Whatever those things that you wanted were, there's a part of you that hated yourself for wanting these things. But the moment you became honest with how hard you were being on yourself for wanting these things, that's when you calm down. And I feel like within these last 48 hours, I think you realize that you are where you're at for a reason. And there's nothing wrong for you wanting what you wanted in the first place. That's cute that you sound like you're depressed. No, Daniela, you are depressed. You are depressed. That's why you come to my channel. And yes, I do deal with depression, and that's why you came to my channel. And I'm your mirror, and you can admit to the fact that you're depressed because I can. I am depressed. I suffer from depression. I've been through a lot. Can you say the same? Because we could sit here and we could both talk about what we've been through, and I guarantee you, I got nothing to lose here. And neither do you, so you better start talking instead of projecting. I said good morning to you because it's currently 9:25 a.m. Hey, VIP celebrity, welcome. Am I so high? I wish. But to be honest with you, I don't really like weed. It's not my thing. I prefer cigarettes. Is it healthier for me? Hell no. Do I still do it? Yes. Yeah. I just look like this because I'm tired, dude. I work about, dude, this week I might be doing like 68 to 70 hours straight. Like going, well, for the week. I get my 4 or 5 hours of sleep and then I got to go to work and I'll pull a 16-hour shift from one job to another and then on and off, on and off. Hey, friend. Good morning. Good morning. Holy adorable. Thank you. Present here from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Texas, Elvina. Look at that. No response. The depression part was too real? Yeah. Welcome to my fucking world. All right. So, as I was saying, let's get to the reading because, all right. We're going to call them, we're going to call this shadow and light, right? The shadow, the darkness within us, the parts of self that we hate the most, the parts of self that makes us to do things, drives us to do things that we would not otherwise want to know or look at within ourselves, but we see it and it disgusts us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The shadow, the darkness, the parts of self we don't forgive, the parts of self we don't forgive in others, that's the darkness. But that motherfucker is alive and well. It's the rebellious side to us. There's a reason there's rebellion within us. There's a reason why nobody can tell us what to do. There's a reason why we fight for what we fight or anger fuels us. There's a reason why we have things to prove. It manifests in different ways, but it's still the parts of selves that keeps us living. Yeah. It's the parts of selves that keep us living. That part of self gets exhausted, especially when it doesn't feel heard by our own self. And I feel like this season, you could have felt like, again, I don't know where your faith is at this point, right? In your life. Because we all say we have faith, but sometimes we struggle with it. I know I do. Okay? We got to a point where we may have thought that our faith forgot about us, that our faith doesn't see or accept this darkness within us, or the things that we love about ourselves that are, we consider them self-hate, or we consider it really bad for us, right? We label these things as things that are not long-term beneficial, right? And yet it's funny because this season, or within these next 48 hours, you realize that it wasn't God that didn't see you or accept you. It wasn't God that isn't there for you and loves you and understands why you why we inflict the pain in ourselves that we do. They know. They know what we've been through. They know. It's us. It's us. Shit got too real. Last year in 2025, that shit was painful. Shit got too real. So guess what we did? We ran. We did anything we could to get away from that fucking pain. And a lot of us resorted to doing things that we consider harmful to self, toxic. We all have these traits. For some of you guys, they may look like food. We may be binge eating. For some of us, it could be sex, binging on pornography, sex. For others of us, it's whatever. It could be fucking overworking ourselves, over exercising, right? Whatever that looks like. For others, it's gossiping. It's whatever our traits are, those things are, we could have, it's like we got to see that. And instead of judging ourselves for it, we realize that we can't. We can't. We can't judge ourselves for essentially doing things that we love to do. These are our coping mechanisms. So we need to have a level of respect for these coping mechanisms because it's what keeps us alive. Somebody talked about depression. Yeah, if you didn't have these coping mechanisms, do you think you would have made it as far as you did? The answer is probably no. But that would be too real of a conversation to have. That would require us to go in the mirror and take a look at ourselves and realize, damn, wow, do we cope? Whether that's TV, video games, coffee, whatever the fuck that looks like. Okay? I'm not here to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. No, I'm here to tell us that we all have our coping mechanisms, and that's what has been keeping us going this whole time. So there needs to be a level of respect to those things. There needs to be a level of respect to, not judging ourselves because we're not living the straight and like the straight path. That's nonsense. Okay? So today we pay homage toward our shadow, our inner demons, our addictions. I'm not saying, we should be addicted for the rest of our lives. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the more we become accepting of who we are, for good or for bad, the easier this process becomes. Because at the end of the day, God, our higher selves, our ancestors didn't judge us. They never judged us. They just guide us. They patiently sit there waiting for us they show us that there is another way. Whenever you're ready, whenever I'm ready, right? So, what are we talking about? Hey, Trayman, started a new YouTube channel. Oh, that's good. Congratulations. Hey, Days, welcome, welcome. How are you, my sister? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. What were we saying? What were we saying? Oh, paying homage to our coping mechanisms. See, I've never done that before. Last year, I would never have talked about this shit. But this year, I do. I get to, and I feel like this year we get to see how we, and I don't want to say that because I don't want it to be looked at. I want this to be looked at as a very good thing. Acceptance of where we're at. That's part of surrendering to the moment, and that's part of being respectful to everything happens as it does, and being respectful to the process. Because we sit here and say we want to ascend and we want to be, be of faith all the time, and we want to have high hopes and we want to be the best example and great leaders 24/7, but that's not how the world works. I feel after last year's beatings that a lot of us went through, we realized that we're far from perfect. But this is the year, the first time, I think last year and this year, the first time where you guys look at yourselves and realize that that's what makes you even better. It's not that, you're trying to be of faith and you're trying to be a good person and you're trying to, reach your goals. That's not the thing that makes you amazing, which it does. It's the imperfections. It's the addictions, it's the coping mechanisms, it's the way we say sorry and let ourselves down. It's our lack of faith because we think we have control or we've given up on our path only to realize that we didn't have control over anything anyways. Even when we ran away from our path, which some of us still do on and off because of the pain, we have no control of that either. We really don't. The grieving process is there for a reason. It's not, it goes like this, right? And I feel like this is the year that you love yourself for it. Knowing that you will never be where you will want to be, and that's okay. That you don't know how divine timing is going to work, and that's okay. It's out of our hands. But the game's not over. The game just started. It sounds all cute and pretty, but really, if you look at what you've been through last year, a lot of us lost our faith. We could sit here and say we didn't. We could lie. But a lot of us really showed up like, yeah, I'm beat up. I'm done. A lot of you guys went into separation from family members, significant others, people that passed away in your families and your lives. You separated from long-term relationships. I mean, got let go of jobs that you were in for like 10 years. Like, shit got real. And that was the point. Some of us were actually dealing with stuff years prior that we still haven't gotten over, and we're wondering why the hell we couldn't get over it. Because it's the grieving process. That's why we pay respect to our process, your journey. Even when you feel you're doing good, even when you feel you're not, even when you want to give up and cry and nobody hears you at the end of the night when you have to cry by yourself. Yeah, yeah. We pay respect to that because you still got up the next day and went to work or to school or wherever you went. Maybe your kids woke you up. You'd have no other option. For others of you guys are elderly and don't have any other family member around, you got up. Yeah, yeah, you did. We pay respect to that. It's that survivor instinct that you have. Congratulations. That's right, 100. 100. I am drinking cranberry juice. I swear I'm not drunk. It's Monday and I have to work tomorrow. I need to stop pouring my drinks and my juices in wine glasses, especially when I'm going live because if there's kids around, they're gonna think I'm drinking. My cup's too far away. And I have cups right there. I could have just gotten a mug. All right. All right, let's see what else. Oh, this is what I was talking about, the shadow and the light. It's crazy because we're working through that. Our group is working through that. We think, we separate, we misalign, or we're having a hard time trusting in the process or with our faith because we feel like it didn't get us anywhere. There was no progress. We feel it. We maybe didn't express those concerns to the universe or to people. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we did very, very little. But there's a real hurt in here about that. And within the next 48 hours, it really comes out. Somebody here realizes, because this is supposed to be your shadow, and this is supposed to be the light, your higher self. But look at the difference. If your shadow's supposed to be the darker part, right? And this is supposed to be the sun representation of the light and the moon as the darkness. Why is it on the opposite end? But this is you. You are the body, and this is your higher self, the spirit. Because you finally understand. There's an understanding of you seeing that there's certain needs you have in the physical that you don't have anymore. But you want or you go after or you're pursuing. There's certain emotional needs. This could be emotional manifesting in the physical. There's needs that you have that have gone unheard or you haven't been able to get or attain. And you feel personally slighted by that because since you haven't been able to attain them or get them, you keep thinking the universe doesn't hear you. You keep thinking there's a disconnection between you and higher self. And there's nothing wrong with that. You could have known why you disconnected. Again, we just mentioned why, right? The why. There are many reasons. But this is the transformation that takes place within the last 48 hours and maybe a couple more days from now. It's integration. You finally understand that God, your higher self, was actually helping you out. Yes, the universe is patient. God is patient, it's understanding. But when you didn't feel the communication, it's because we chose not to talk with source. But the minute you unwind and you give this to source, your pain to source, you realize that source understood why you were making the decisions you were making, why you were seeking after certain things or behaviors that you felt were not good for you because of the pain. And you sat there and you apologized, and the universe told you there was nothing for you to apologize about. They understood why you did what you did, even when you couldn't understand why you did what you did. Even when the shadow feels short, even when the shadow feels misunderstood, even when the shadow feels like it can never fill the void, it tried to look for the exterior, the everything around it, but rely on source for the pain. You wanted every single thing to take this pain away except source because you were pissed. You were pissed at source, and that's okay. Then you tell source you're sorry. You had nothing, but source is saying there was never anything for you to apologize about. They love you and understand you. And that's where the light comes in. Your shadow, you give your pain, the darkness, right? That you don't see much, but source is there. You give your dark, you literally give this pain, which is the darkness, to source, and source shines this light onto you and tells you, we love you and we're here. All of a sudden you're okay again. Would not judge you if it wasn't juice. Hey, love you. That's why you're a sister. Hey, Christy, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, ladies. I'm so glad I see you, ladies, tonight. Yeah, I feel good to relay this message. I had to do a lot of work this week, internal work to get me here. So I'm kind of glad that, you guys are here to just be here. And I know we're working through this very similar stuff. So it's always a joy to share that with you guys, And then you guys share with me. Okay. Yeah. I think that's the thing. I feel like you knew that's what you needed. You need a source. You know you always need, it's like you knew you needed a source, but again, it's hard for you to vent to source. Somebody here is afraid to tell source that they're hurt or they can't forgive or yet or they're not in a good place. They're afraid to unload this burden or heaviness. And when they do, they're just received in such a graceful way. But this is just between you and faith, whatever your faith is, right? I can't tell you what you believe in, right? But you're received in a way that shocks you because this is what you were looking for, but you were too afraid to go there with yourself. This is why these two cards come out again. It's like you're in the pit of the darkness. You're really struggling, right? And it could be shown in the physical, right? Like you could be burying yourself with work or other things, the other worries of the world in the physical so that you don't have to deal with this. But I feel like somebody couldn't run anymore. Somebody couldn't run anymore. They had to be honest. And so you become honest. Somebody was trying to deal with their pain alone, without people, they just felt really abandoned. And so now all of a sudden you start talking to people, not just your faith, but now you start talking to people about it. And it's like you pull yourself out of this major depression that you haven't wanted to talk about. This depression is very serious. This is like really, really, really deep, dark. You might have to have gone to therapy to try to tap into whatever this pain is. This wounding, triggers, all of that, right? I don't like to use those words because they just, I don't like, there's certain words I don't like to talk about anymore. I don't like to use them because I feel like they're very insensitive. There's something here about you wanting to be kinder to yourself. Somebody here is learning their limits or understanding that it's just you're learning a lot about yourself and being very gentle and kind. And I think that's what's been helping you get through. Good for you. Yeah, because you have the Eight of Swords to the Ten of Cups, but this is what I'm saying. It's like the universe said that one day you would be feeling better. Maybe you had a conversation with the universe at one point saying that you would feel better little by little again, but maybe you didn't anticipate how long it would take. I don't think somebody anticipated how painful the process would be. But yeah, you show up, which is why I keep saying this reading is really about like showing up. Even when you have no will left. Because this is past the will. This is like You know how the ego protects us, and then we wake up, and these are the things that keep us like going forward. It could be anger, it could be fear, all these things that just motivation, something to prove. It's like there's certain things that keep us going. I feel like this was past that. Like you had no motivate, like there was nothing to keep you going forward, not even faith. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how dark this got, or has been, but we haven't really tapped into it. And I feel like somebody here was too afraid to mention it because they didn't want to worry their family members or people around them. So I feel like somebody just started like using coping mechanisms to help them, or like really distracting themselves or doing things that are like really excessive to help them get by or get through. And again, I don't want to mention this to like have someone feel bad or shamed or anything. No, if anything, I'm mentioning this because this is very normal. People do this a lot, and I feel like whoever these people are, they might have been very disciplined, or they might have like lived a certain way, and then it's like for them to it almost seems like somebody lost the will to live. That's why they just kind of gave up or changed, or they don't recognize themselves anymore. But I'm getting that you're thinking that by you life changing you so much that you give up, that you think that that's it, it's over, only to realize that the universe is still here. Like the universe still has you. They still got you. They know what you're doing. They know where you're going. They know what's happening. And they want you to know that it's okay. Sorry, y'all, I want to cry. Because I'm getting somebody like can't like cope, or they're doing intensive outpatient here, intensive therapy, or like grieving something like a loss. I feel like somebody's buried themselves with work just to like not have to think about what they're going through, what they're struggling with. Yeah. Yeah. So here you are. I see somebody slowly getting by or getting through the pain, but it's really painful, okay? I just wanted to mention that. This is why I was saying I commend you, because some of you guys are going through some sadness, grief, depression, and then you wake up the next day and you still show up for the day when you have nothing. You may feel like you have nothing to live for, but they're feelings. Do you see what I'm saying? They are emotions. And I feel like somebody's trying to get themselves out of those emotions of there is nothing left to live for, but there is. And the fact that you got up and still showed up, that is commendable. Do you understand that? That is commendable. It's hard to talk about these things, but these things need to be talked about. Okay? Because there's a lot of pain in the world, and sometimes we can't always talk about love and light, or we can't always talk about, being the best version of ourselves. Sometimes we just have to be okay with just not being okay. And I feel like this is one of those readings for my fire signs. Okay? Yes, have to be my authentic self unapologetically. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, ladies. 3 of Cups. I think I had the 10 of Cups, but I went to the 3. Yeah, look at the Hangman. Oof. And I am sorry for the other ones that are not dealing with suicidal ideation. Maybe there's this feeling of hopelessness. I don't want anyone to think that I'm telling you this is how you're feeling. I'm just getting what I'm getting from the reading. So if you're if you're just feeling a little bit hopeless or faithless, that it's okay. So we're all tapping into parts of self that I don't think we've looked at in a very long time, or we've been trying to, but we just scratch the surface and then we run, and we scratch the surface and then it's too much. It's like we do as much as we can, and then like we just can't do anymore. So I want us to respect that. If we can only do this like once a week, twice a week, then that's okay. For example, me, I can't channel as much as I used to. And I told you guys before, it's because I've been getting triggered really bad since September. And I think a lot of it has to do with my schedule and stuff, but I really think a lot of it has to do with me being, I had to tell you, like, I get triggered really bad doing the readings and stuff. Because then I have to look within and I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Last cards for Aries. 3 of Cups. Yeah. Somebody gets out of this pain. Slowly but surely, you're getting out of it. I know it's felt like forever or a long time, but a lot of us are getting out of this just really, really bad place. And again, just as a reminder, the next time you feel like you're not aligned, or if you feel like you're not where you need to be or want to be, or if you feel like you're short, like off, angry, or ashamed, or resentful, or judgmental because you haven't gotten to where you want to be, just remember, you went through a lot. And the universe, their priority is not only your safety, but they literally just want you to know that you're loved. I mean, loved. Even if you can't receive their love, they're sending you lots of love right now to just keep you going. And whenever you feel really, really down, they're going to relay messages to you to get you to get out of that emotional overwhelm, because that's what I'm getting. Emotional overwhelm. Because the pain is pain, right? It's really bad. They're doing things to get you out of that on their end, because they know, they just know that you're gonna make it, even when you may not feel like it. You may know it here, but you may not feel like it in the moment. So, okay. All right, that was for my Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ooh, that reading was hardcore. Sorry, y'all. When we talk about these things, I cry. Y'all notice I be crying on all the every time I channel now. That's all I do is cry. Or want to cry. Brave Resident. Oh, thank you, Tim. Tim, is it Tim? Thank you, Tim. I'm glad you resonated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad. This is why I do it. I just hope that it finds the right people, because this is it. This is a real conversations, man. And I've been missing that too. Sometimes I forget that this is a place to do it. That's the one thing I do miss about not channeling. I miss it. It's this. Being real. With my peeps, you know, my family. Okay. Beautiful. The next sign is going to be for my Leo. I was like, what sign is this? Leo. Thank you so much for sharing that, Tim. Yes, it gets, yeah. A lot of us have lost a lot of people, or like have been separated from like relationships, family members that you could have known your whole life. So it's like all of a sudden your life is different, and it's going to be different, right? I'm not saying yours, but I'm just saying in general, the people I've been reading for, including myself, my own personal stuff, you know? And that shit hurts, because then we lose ourselves. It's like, who are we now? These people, there was a version of us that was alive around these people, and now they're gone. What do we do now? Right? It's like, who am I now? Yeah. Thank you, Days. Hey, Stacks. Welcome, welcome. All right. We're going to do the 40-minute mark for Leo. Oh, y'all. Thank you guys so much. All right. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups. Leo, Leo, Leo. Losing a loved one hurts. Yes, it does. Hey, Josie's. Welcome back to see you, sister. It's good to see you. I'm glad my family's here. I love you guys. I love you. You guys keep me sane. Seriously. Seriously, seeing y'all makes me so happy. I hope you guys know you are loved. Loved. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot here. You got the Lovers, King of Cups, Ace of Cups. Somebody's going to smile for the first time in a minute. I'm getting somebody hasn't been smiling this last year or even the beginning of January. Like you were smiling, but you were having a hard time really finding joy within. Like socially smiling is a good thing, but I meant like really finding some type of peace and joy. And with the Sun card, you do. There's some type of joy that your inner child experiences this season that you weren't able to feel in a minute. It's good. For some of you guys, it feels like a long time. I feel like somebody here hasn't even been able to tap into their emotions because it was too much, or like you just weren't connected in an emotional way. I feel like somebody was trying to keep distracted and making, it's like you were choosing a lot of options, entertaining a lot of options, but or like noise or distractions. That I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I just think that these are the things that like, excuse me. Oh, I'm getting somebody was entertaining options or distractions that were like easier. I feel like somebody was like maybe in a job or chose a job that was easier because it was less of a commitment or less, it would require less of an emotional connection. Now again, this is not a bad thing, okay? People make these choices all of the time. I just feel like whoever did this is because they knew. They knew they weren't ready for like a deeper sense of a connection, whether that's with people in the workforce or friends. Oh, I'm getting somebody like hangs around people that are easy like to get along with, but that there's no depth or substance around them, but it's easier or it's like a good distraction is what I'm getting. But somebody knows that none of these options are what you want. For some of you guys, it is a sexual relationships or relationships. Like you're choosing to be with people to so that so somebody doesn't, and there's nothing wrong with this, okay? Someone just didn't want to be alone. So they chose an option that wasn't the best for them. And they were okay with that at the moment. There was some type of need that was fulfilled by you making that choice. And you don't regret it, which is good. Don't ever regret the decisions that you make. With the King of Cups, yeah, I'm getting somebody was it was easier. This is the King of Cups. This is somebody who's balanced, right? Who is emotionally giving, emotionally available. This is like somebody who's like an expert in this area, and you are. That's the funny thing. You are an expert in the realm of intuition, emotion, in the realm of the heart space. You actually are dominant in that area. You reign supreme in that area. That's the that's the funny part. Like, but you weren't ready to give that this season. And instead of you sitting there wondering why you weren't like why there was like the people that were around you were not, I don't want to say the most, I'm not trying to say something bad. I'm just saying the reason why you were wondering why you were bored. Okay, it was like you kind of knew why, so you couldn't really sit there and say, why am I around these people, or why am I bored, or why like why is this kind of painful? Because a part of you enjoys it, enjoys the pleasure, enjoys the company, but there was like no, some part of you was like, well, maybe this is all I can handle right now. And so again, it was like you couldn't even blame yourself. Like you could, and I'm saying not you couldn't blame yourself. You couldn't be upset with yourself, or you couldn't like sit there and ask yourself, well, why are these people around me if they're not a good fit? It's like you knew. And that's the point. You told the universe you needed time. And so the universe is giving you time. Again, it's free. This world is free will. You could do whatever you want, Leo. This season, you chose to play. You chose to just have some fun, meaningless fun, distractions while you work. You work hard, you play hard. And with the lovers, though, I feel like you're playing hard, but there's still something that's missing and you know it. Deep in your bones and your heart, you know, because it's like you show up a certain way. With these friends, fair weather friends, distractions, sexual partners, you know, and again, they're not bad people. They're good people. They have great intentions, but it's not enough for you. I left a work partnership because incompatibility. Incompatibility. That's good. That's good. Yeah, but yeah. And that's why we do it. It's like, but but for the meantime, there's a little bit of a distraction. The dating scene is fun, right? But eventually we do the right thing. Well, not the right thing. I don't want to say the right thing. Eventually we get bored and we decide, okay, we should probably do something that's a little bit more challenging to the soul, right? Right, let's be honest, let's be honest. And you know, we all do it in whatever way we do, but I feel like this has to do with the realm of the emotional space. This could still be work, the type of work that you do. That's why they say when you show up to your work, you better do what you love, right? Not better, but you should do what you love, because then you can show up for 8 hours. That's half of your day, and be in a better spirit, right? There's a reason they say that. And I feel like whatever you chose, it was like, it wasn't the you love it, but it wasn't like it. It's not it yet. And there's a reason why. I think some part of you is working through an emotional, there's something here that you're working through in the emotional realm, in the emotional space. And I feel like because you're not 100% able to commit to that, because you know there's you were consciously aware enough to say, okay, I'm not ready for that type of challenge, I'm not ready for that type of love, I'm not ready for that type of availability or that type of passion in the workspace. So you decided to kind of wait it out. You decided to wait it out. And that was a smart idea, because if you would have went out there and put yourself out there, what if you would have self-sabotaged? What if you would have put yourself out there and then it didn't work out in your favor? See what I'm saying? So it's better that you waited. The universe knows that the opportunities are endless. They're gonna come anyways. The right people are gonna come, right? The right opportunities are gonna come, and you're gonna take it whenever you're ready. I see you doing that around springtime, very soon, maybe in a couple of months. I see you guys clearing something in the emotional realm, deciding to be open and available, and then really putting yourself out there. And it's not just in one area. I'm getting in a lot of areas of your life, because remember, we work internally, right? And then it manifests in the exterior, in the physical. So I feel like as you're working through whatever pain this is, you become more available to the things that you really do desire. And for a lot of us, it's soul growth. We're becoming ready for soul growth, right? Higher heart, higher mind. Is it like this? Higher heart, higher mind? One of those two. I'm trying to say, decide where it's at. I don't remember where they're at. But yeah, good for you, Leo. In the meantime, enjoy, have all the fun, use protection, and just be safe, okay? I love y'all. Deal with mental health and homeless community. Oh, beautiful. It's felt off balance. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, if it doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, right? And if it's, because it could feel wrong for a lot of reasons. It could be your intuition that's telling you it doesn't feel right. It could be your heart. your inner child, it is intuition. It's saying I want more, or this isn't enough, or I need and I'm not saying like, oh, I need I'm saying more like you said, there needs to be compatibility in order to build partnership. Is this companionship? Are they there just for the moments to bring in joy, or are they there for partnership? Can you build with them? Can you have a conversation with them? Right? Can you? Can you reason with certain things and agree to certain things, and is it stable and not too high or too low, right? Only you know. Only you know. But yeah. I'm not a relationship expert. So don't quote me on that. All right. All right, let's see what else. There's a lot of cards. I am going to just drop. It's a lot of cards. I'm just gonna stop it there. All right. Saggy. 5117. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm getting 1 and 2, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. It's like the universe is giving you an opportunity or a gift. I'm getting financial, like it's a gift. Tangible, right? In the physical, you can have it. It's yours. But this gift is going to mean more to you than money. There's something tied, there's an emotional aspect tied to this gift, which is why it means the world to you. Let me see. Why is the two with the world there though? There's something I need clarification. Oh, and the Five of Wands came out again. Oh, this is creation. With the number 5 is change. Oh. Okay, so far you've been dealing with like opportunity, right? It could be multiple opportunities, but it's an opportunity. It's like one thing that's in your life, and you've learned a lot with this. You've done a lot with this one pentacle. You've created it. You've done well. Okay, you're very successful because of this. You've created something beautiful. And I'm getting for a lot of you guys, it's in the workspace, but it's deeper than that, okay? You love what you do, and you've put a lot of work into the workspace or the work that you do. But the universe is saying like, you're ready for more. So what's going to happen is like, they're going to give you more. You may not even tell the universe you want more. You may be thinking it. The wand is the inner child. It's creation. It's wanting to build off of what you've made and make better of it. Or expand on in one area. You could be doing so well in a couple of areas and say, okay, that's great, but I want more. And so now there's going to be other areas in your life that are going to need fixing or need your attention. And I feel like you're going to have to work all of that simultaneously. Why? Because you're in a place in your life where like, if you don't start looking at other avenues, other options, other opportunities, you're going to get bored. And when you get bored, you get resentful and your fire dies. That's the conflict you're having. I feel like somebody feels so happy where they're at because they've done so well, or they've given it their all, and they're needed. There you go. For some of you guys, you're needed where you're at. You're there to burn out fires. So yeah, somebody loves what they do. Somebody loves being of help to these people, to a group of people. I'm getting environments. You're like an addition to a lot of environments. They can't function without you. You're reliable. You're a problem solver. They go to you to fix problems. You have like a lot of influence in your environments. It isn't just job related. I'm getting like your social group, your friends, your home life. Like you are very influential. Like without you, the fire would just keep spreading. But that's the thing. It's like the universe is saying, like, there's a part of you that although you love what you do, which is could be the reason why you haven't looked at other options. I'm not saying leave your family. I'm just saying like maybe your social circle is too small for you. I didn't mean to say it. It was the cards. My Lilith in Sag, 5th house. That's right, Tim. I love what I do. That's right. But for others of you guys, it's like I feel like you're playing it. I feel like you've done so well in one area and you love it because you're needed there. I don't necessarily know if it's challenging enough for you. That's the challenge. Or even with the challenges that arise where you're at now, it's like, it's fun. But I think the best part, the reason why you love it so much is that you're needed there. I think that's what it is. You don't tell. I feel people know. That's why they can come to you and ask you for stuff because they know you can deal with it. Even though some of you guys, I feel like, are stern in the workplace, but people respect you. You may not realize this. They may not say it to your face, but they respect you. Let's see what else. I don't know. I love this reading. I don't know who this is for. I love y'all. Let's see what else. The star. Look at you. This is you tending to life, tending to priorities, looking good while you do it. Gender does not matter, okay? You don't have to be a girl. This is just how good you look, okay? You look fantastic doing this. And you're the star. You're actually the calm to some people's lives. You may think you're being a jerk. You may think you're being too stern. You may think that, like, no. 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 People love you. Or you're actually the calm to certain people and they need you. That's why you've been around, or that's why you've kept being around. But just because people need you, no, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say that. Like the star came out again. A different deck. And the world. And the Ace of Pentacles. The universe is saying, like, we know you love being the big fish in the ponds. We know you like being the caretaker. We know how devoted you are to people as a humanitarian, to your social group, to your workspace. We know how devoted you are, but it's time. Here's where this is. I'm gonna say it in this way because it's actually it's bigger, right? You've helped the people around you for so long. They're gonna always be grateful for you, but I feel like it's gonna get to the point where you're gonna feel like it's a disservice to you. Why? Because you are meant for bigger places. You're ready. That's why the world is here. Again. And you're looking at this like the world is here. You're looking at and the ace comes right here. It was right next to it. The world isn't ending, the ace is the beginning. There's a bigger opportunity here for you, a bigger space filled with people who are going to need you. There's other people out there whose presence you're going to grace and you're going to love, and they're going to meet you and they're going to understand you. And they're going to understand you in a way where you don't even have to say much. You guys could just read each other telepathically. Read each other, sense each other, right? There's people that you're going to meet that are going to change your world. And you're going to change theirs. And there's a lot of people you're going to help. But you're going to do it from a bigger arena. And I'm not saying that what you're doing isn't impactful or helpful. It is, but the next level you're going to go to is actually, it's going to be more fun because it's new and you're more equipped for that arena with that type of challenge and with that type of person and coworker, right? Or social group. You're going to be with people that really, they're just at your level and they're not afraid to play big and take risks. And it's time. And the universe knows. The universe knows. The clock's on the table. You know. And this is the nicest reminder because what they're trying to tell me to tell you is not to tell you that, you know, that you'll be okay and that like where you're at is gonna, like, no, that's not what they're here to tell you. They're here to tell you that where you're gonna go next is gonna make you a million times happier. Just don't tell the people around you, your social group or your coworkers, that, because you're just ready for that experience. You're going to be so much happier. You just have to believe that where you're going next is it's going to be challenging, but that's the point. You won't be bored. And you'll be of more service to more people. You'll have access to bigger connections, bigger networks, bigger. So you could have just gotten a promotion, you could have just gotten a job and then realized that you're ready to go even higher. So this just may be another promotion for some of you guys, a bigger promotion. But for most of you guys, I'm getting like a different organization or like a different type of field work that's completely different from where you're at now. You think you're making money now? No, trust me. The money, the potential money you could make at this new place, whenever you're ready, the universe is going to align you to the right opportunity. You just have to show the universe you're putting yourself out there. Put the feelers out there, put the applications out there, go talk to people. The universe is going to bring you the right opportunity. And this job is actually going to have, it's going to be a lot more money. A lot more money. And probably less work. Like, not less work. It's going to be more money, but I feel like you're going to be more fulfilled. There you go, more fulfilled. And I feel like sometimes that goes hand in hand, right? You want a lot of money, but you want to be happy. And that's what you need. And you get both. Here's a star. Here's somebody believing that that's actually possible for them, and they're going to put the feelers out there. Somebody's been networking, but they haven't really put their resume out there. And they've had a couple offers. They've talked to about 2-3 people in the field that they wanted to go towards. They've networked. See, someone here knows how to network very well. Or their job experience, the experience that they've had over the years, their resume can get them through the door of anything. But I feel like somebody has really good networking skills, sales skills, and they put themselves out there. I mean, they've talked to people, but they haven't really put the resume out there. They haven't really applied. And when you do, you're going to be surprised. And I think that's why you haven't done it, because you know that it's right. You feel it. Somebody feels this shit coming in. Excuse the language. Yup. This is you like, oh shit. The minute I pop my head out, boom, the opportunity comes in. And you're going to know. Your soul's going to be like, boom. You're going to feel it right here in the solar plexus. Boom. And when that happens, it's going to be history. The world you entertain now will be forever gone. And so will not the memories, so will the energies that you've been around for a very long time. Because I'm getting this as an energy. It's an energy you've known for a long time, which is what's making it difficult for you to part with. It may not be the same people per se, but it's the same energy. Same players, different faces, right? So, all right, that was for my Sagittarius. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Whoo, this reading. All right, what's next? I haven't put my resume, but I have meant. Hey, girl. Whenever you're ready. This is a beautiful... See, this is the difference between what I've said before and now. You are going to be so much more fulfilled. Imagine the people you're going to grace with your presence. And I don't mean that in like a egotistic way. No, I mean your soul. Your soul's presence, right? When these people see them. You think people are grateful for you now? Imagine the type of gratitude people, even if it's not a lot of people, some people will show you because of the impact you've had in their lives, on their lives. You're going to be shocked. But again, I can only foretell the feeling aspect of it, right? I can only tell you how you're going to feel through the cards, okay? Right? I can only tell you that the only reason you're putting yourself foot forward is because you're looking at the star. The star is the only leading light in the darkness. So you're all around darkness. You're all around what you know. It's not telling you in the physical sense that you're there yet. But that's why the star is the North Star, the source. That was confirmation. Source is telling you. This is the one area you have that will you're gonna love. When you really, because you sense it, you know it. Your inner self has been telling you this. You're gonna be happier. You're gonna be happier, but sometimes it's hard to part ways with what we know, what we love, it's harder. But when the universe says we'll be happier, damn, that's kind of hard to ignore. All right. Hey, Joe. Welcome back. It's good to see you. I'm just afraid of stepping on people's toes. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of that. If the opportunity is for you, it's for you. Think about it. Everybody's going to compete for themselves. They're going to do it for themselves. If you get the position, it was meant for you. You could try. You know how many people cutthroat, backstab people all the time and they still don't get a position or an opportunity? Because it wasn't meant for them. You're not cutting anybody's throat. I'm guessing you're just doing it for yourself. And if you get the opportunity, it was meant for you. And if you don't, at least you put yourself out there and you chose yourself first. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not sabotaging people, that's a different story. I'm not telling you to sabotage somebody, because even if you did, though, let's be honest, the universe always has the last word, the last say, right? Always. Trust me. You guys know better than me. All right. 10 of Wands. What's going on? Got 10 of Pentacles, the Knight. Was that the Knight that wanted to come out? All right, we're going to transition into what other sign do I want to read for? I feel like reading one more. Let's do a collective reading. I don't want to do another 6-sign forecast. Hey Mo, welcome. It's good to see everybody back on the scene, man. It's been a minute, y'all. Do I want to read collective or should we do a sign? What do you guys think? I don't know what to do. This reading is pretty interesting, actually. I'm gonna pull the moon out. I don't know why. We're going to do a collective reading for this. Yeah. I was about to say, because this is massive. This energy is massive. Okay, it's huge. Saggy. Collective. Let's do 70. 12. Okay. All right. So for you guys, I got the Ace of Wands, which is a really beautiful card. I'm getting magician energy. I'm getting you're like preparing and you haven't told anybody. You're making silent moves this season, or you've been moving in silent and haven't told. You could have kind of told somebody, like you had an expiration date, a couple of people that you had an exit strategy or an exit plan, man. You're gonna like one of these days that it comes up, you're just gonna bolt. You're leaving something behind forever. But you've been preparing secretly this whole time for it, or mustering up the courage or the faith. I'm getting it's more than that. I'm getting you've been financially been preparing on the side, um, and like kind of gaining the courage and the strength to leave somewhere, leave something behind. There's something. It's a lifestyle, or like yeah, it's a lifestyle. Somewhere you frequent, somewhere you're at, somewhere you're living at. Somebody can't really, it's like as time goes by, they realize it's not wherever you're living, it's not a long-term place, or wherever you're frequenting, whatever environment you're by, or whoever you're around or whoever you're with, you I'm getting like you're realizing you don't have anything in common with them, or it feels like death. I'm sorry. Somebody feels like this is, it's like, I don't know. I feel like somebody's just like, this is stupid. Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? So somebody in the dead of night is preparing, like coming up with a plan, a strategy, a backup plan, an exit plan to get the fuck out. You could have told somebody you were going to leave for a long time. It's like telling a coworker, like, man, fuck, I'm going to leave this job, or it's like telling your partner, I'm going to leave you if you don't get your ish together, right? But somebody's actually planning on leaving and they're going to leave. Yeah, you're just like, it almost feels like you're in prison. Or you're asking yourself, like, why did you do this to yourself? Or why are you doing this to yourself? You have nothing in common with these people anymore, with this person, with this environment. And I'm getting that wherever you're on your way to, I don't know if it's, yeah, I feel like somebody is looking for something better, a better option, a more abundant option, more money, a better home. Yeah, it's like one day you're just gonna disappear and then like block everybody from your contacts list. Like it gives me that. It gives me like you're in the dead of night, like what the fuck am I doing? Like you spend your nights feeling alone or misunderstood, or like it's not even worth it. And so that's what's making you want to go, and like some part of you realizes you wish for something better or something different. And I'm getting you're gonna go towards your happiness. It's a happier, abundant life with the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like people know you're not happy, but they don't think you have you're gonna leave. I don't think they know, because you're just gonna leave one day. You're just gonna get up and go. Yes, blocks. She said blocks. Yeah, somebody's really leaving. Ace of Wands again. Yeah, it's just like it just feels like static. It feels like static noise or whatever environment you're in. It's just like I feel like somebody has to drink in the environment or like be dumbed down. Someone has to dumb down or drink or like smoke or do something so that they're like able to cope or function in that environment. But if they were sober or like coherent, I'm getting that they would never be around this area or this environment or these people. Yeah, it's like static. It's like you can hear people talk, but I feel like someone's sitting there talking to you and you're just like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I feel somebody just like drinking so or like something they don't have to hear. Or they're drowning out the sound, or they're putting on headphones to drown out the noise. Oh man, who is this? Collective. I love y'all. Whoever you are, you're savage. They know too, like you're too smart to be there, or you're too much of a catch to be there, to be with this person, or like they're too stupid, or like I don't want to say they're too stupid, but I feel like you think that you are stupid for even engaging in this or being around this. I don't think you're judging yourself, but I don't think like I think you know that like it's killing you. Their noise is killing you. Is that making sense? I don't want to be an asshole, okay? But I feel like you keep saying these people are stupid. Like like you're at a meeting, like these motherfuckers are dumb. Like, I don't know. If you're the problem solver in a workspace or something and you just hear your coworkers talk about dumb shit and you're like, we talked about the same shit last year. Like we talked about the same shit last week. Like is this all we're gonna talk about? Like there's just no, I don't know. I don't know. Even the office politics, it just seems like why do you have to be here? Somebody's like, why do I have to be here? For others, it's because you're dating somebody that is like not for you. Like you know they're not for you, but and they keep trying to introduce you to their family, but you know they're not for you. So you're not introducing them to yours? Damn. Savage. Or you're not introducing them to your friends or like you're not like I don't know, man. Maybe you are there, but you're not really there. Or somebody's living with somebody, but they're just like done. Like this person wants to argue with you, you're not even engaging them. You're like, okay. All right. Like you don't care. What's this Queen of Wands energy? This just funny as fuck. No growth. No growth. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's, again, we make our choices. So I feel like somebody's going to leave. Yeah, they're leaving somebody behind. Yeah, somebody's like, fuck this. It feels like you're just like, this is bad. So you're like, yeah, I'm leaving. You have the wand, you have the pentacle, you have the cup. We're missing one more. Oh, the sword. The Knight of Swords. We have the swords. All right, so yeah, somebody's definitely High Priestess. Yeah. You keep looking at this situation like, why am I here? Why am I here? Why did I decide to do this? Why? It's like your higher self is like really, like your higher self. It's like you're literally coming, floating or ascending above your own body, and you're just watching yourself like, why did I put myself through this, or why am I putting myself through this? So then every time you think like that, it's the universe kind of guiding you like it's time to go. And so yeah, you're preparing. Somebody's preparing to leave. Somebody's leaving sooner than they've arranged to leave. 10 of Cups, yeah. Yeah, you're not happy where you're at. It's unstable. One thing that you don't like, collective, is feeling unstable, unsteady. And I feel like the longer you're in this environment or around this person, the more unsteady or unheard you feel. It's not a suitable environment, right? It's not a suitable environment. It's not a suitable partner. It's not. And you know it. So then you have to come up with a plan, because then it's like you go right back into the pattern or like the person. And that's why you have to keep planning on the side. Yeah, some part of you is attached to whatever this is. But it's okay, because they know time's running out. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You're going to leave. This is inevitable. Somebody's mustering up the courage to leave. But I feel like it's like the devil, you know? It gives me that energy. You know this devil. You're comfortable here. But you're literally like annoyed. Or there's no love here. There you go. There's no love left in this environment, this person, this home that you keep trying to salvage or hold on to. It's just something about an environment you're not happy here. So it's time. The universe keeps like trying to shake it up for you. Like here, there's opportunities. There's opportunities. Go apply, go do this, go do that. They're bringing people to you. Or they're like showing you homes that you can go rent. So it's like you're meeting the right circumstances are showing up so that you can leave. Leave. Like you don't owe loyalty to anybody. And I feel like somebody made a commitment to someone or something, and they're not the type of person to break a commitment all of a sudden. And I can understand that, but you need to put in, like, once you have the house secure or whatever, put in a deadline. That way, at least once you're closer to the deadline, you put in your 2 weeks notice, or you tell your landlord, like, hey, I'm not renewing the contract. I found a home. Like at least secure something, like put a deadline in place so that at least you commit to something. Do you see what I'm saying? So at least you're showing yourself that there's an exit strategy. And I feel like hope is instilled within you the minute you show a sign of an exit strategy. Like once you write this deadline in and you start like getting near it, I feel like there's a part of you that believes again. And you're going to be shocked as to how much how much happiness or curiosity comes out of the newness, the new commitment, the new contract, the new home that you're looking at. It's like the more time you invest in the new timeline or the new people, the new environment, or leaving somebody behind, right? Because when you leave somebody behind, you're focused on something new. So the more you're focused on the new, it's like the more excited you get. And that's your indicator that you're on the right step. The peace, there's curiosity, there's something there. You become hopeful. Even if your heart isn't 100% committed to it yet, right? But I feel like somebody's getting more hopeful by the minute. So enjoy it now, or like, yeah, start setting up a deadline, because when that happens, you just jump ship and that's it. And that's it. Okay? All right. I am tired of repeat instruction. Right, exactly. So maybe you need something new, right? Like it's time for something new. That's your soul. I mean, think about it. Why would the mind go somewhere else unless if it's the only reason the mind would leave what you know, which is your comfort zone, would be for a lot more money, right? But sometimes, okay, it's a pay increase, but is it enough for you to have to start over? Right? You look at the pros and cons. Do they have exactly what you need and more? Right? And I feel like sometimes it's just soul growth. Your soul needs to go somewhere else because you're bored. That's a good enough reason to leave. It's not a coincidence that the soul's telling you it's time to go. It's time to go. There's just something else for you to do now, a better opportunity. If it's the soul, if you would know, there's a pull, like, oh, the right people come along, to the right opportunities come along, or there's just this instinct to like go somewhere else, right? And so, again, I feel like somebody's just ready to go. Whoever this is. Yep. Health issues. Oh, that too. That too. Health issues. Yeah, but you're not having health issues. Whoever I'm reading for, I mean, if it is, I'm not getting health issues for this person. I'm getting, you're just sick of where you're at, or you're sick of where you're at, or you can do better. Then this person or whoever you're with is not compatible to you. Whatever this is, it's not compatible anymore, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think that's it. Thank y'all for joining me. I love you guys so much. You guys have been great. Um, yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, you can leave them on the chat or email me. If you guys want to donate, you can. Cash a PayPal or book readings, $20 for the month. Let's do 22 for the month of February, okay? Just because there's 22 days of the month. We'll do $22 for February. So if you guys want to book readings, book with me. I love y'all. Until next time. Thank you guys. Bye. Oh, unless if somebody wants a reading, but I don't think so. Does anybody want a live reading right now, a mini reading for donations, or should we call it? I forgot to ask. I'm so used to the readings, private readings. Me, okay. What's up, Nadia? For donations, of course. No, it's not free. It's donations. So you donate $5 right now. I'll read you a two card pull. Yeah. And if you want more, then donate more and I'll give you more time. Okay, perfect. PayPal, Cash App in the description box below. Did I Cash App? If not, YouTube. You could donate on YouTube. I usually put my PayPal and Cash App, but I just went live real fast because I was already like, it's 10 p.m. Thank you. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. I love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, sounds good. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.